Hey there, fam. Welcome. Hello. I babble here. It's what I do. And I've seen a lot of people claiming to not want to choose sides on what little evidence the public has been privy to. And then they usually proceed to speak with bias. Like, okay. A lot of people have been comparing her to somebody else. And we watched that trial last year, didn't we? Well, let's bring it back to basics, because there's specific things that have really been bugging me about this whole thing, okay? There are elements that are always going to pull on strings, like heartstrings and what have you, I mean. And children being involved is usually clickbait when it comes to public consumption. So let's take a moment to state the obvious. I'm certainly comfortable in this parasocial armchair, you know what I mean? I do not know the people at this party. I don't know anyone at this party. We know nothing except what we're allowed to know. And the PR teams be working hard in this industry, right? Period. But let's recall how any of us would feel if something happened that enabled a filing of divorce within mere days. And if your children were there? Even speculated when it comes to this stuff, like folks can get riled up and fast. And then someone risked their job to report this, whatever happened on that plane, right? Because you could think about celebrities and their freaking NDAs and all this, that, you know, like whoever reported what happened on that plane, they risked their jobs. But then the FBI determined that while there is reason for charges, they choose to do nothing about it. And he's just seemingly living his life, winning Oscars, moving on. Which moving on is fine, living is fine. But like, what the fuck? Do you really think that would happen to any of us? And I'm not on any particular side. This is all like, it's just that there's an imbalance in the force, if you will, and it's kind of been driving me crazy. Like, I don't know, like, not truly what kind of a person either of them are, but I am human. And I'm pretty sure that most would have some pretty strong feelings about things, regardless of whose shoes they're trying to stand in, right? Because money doesn't mean shit. We're all human, right? So most of the time, these articles are going over how she's fighting. She's been trying to fight with him over selling businesses and the wine and the vineyard and the winery, whatever the fuck, all this shit, right? It's like, damn, girl, she's just not gonna. Have you ever even stopped to think, gee, I wonder why? Well, I came across an article toward the end of February. Most of the articles, if you Google this shit, it's all, oh, Brad Pitt, and they're sucking his dick. But this one was actually not. So I want to go over this one, just like I said, to merely add balance to the force, because holy shit, what is wrong with people? Like, seriously. It's written by Faraday Day, February 22nd, and it was called Brad Pitt Doesn't Give a Damn What Angelina Jolie Thinks. Well, okay, sir. So Brad Pitt is enjoying his life with his new girlfriend, and his PR seems to be making the most of it. Boy howdy. Angelina hasn't said a word about Brad's latest girlfriend, but a source is making sure everyone knows Brad Pitt doesn't give a damn what Angelina thinks of the romance. And this reeks of desperation to place Brad as some sort of victim. What? I don't recall anyone reporting about this, that anyone has said it was his head hitting the fucking bathroom wall. But whatever, we're moving on. It's just a thinly veiled attempt to make it look like Angelina is attacking Brad about his relationship. So, the divorce. After an incident on a flight in 2016, Angelina got off the plane, went to a hotel with the kids, and shortly after that, filed for divorce. Like, boom, done. And the incident was reported to authorities by a witness that is believed to be one of the flight crew. You know, the person who could have lost their freaking job for it. So Angelina and her children gave statements, but the children's statements have been sealed, as they should be. So we've heard about the winery, right? After Angelina filed for divorce, she tried to work with Brad in their equally shared winery business. Unfortunately, Brad froze her out of management and direction of the business, according to court documents. Although there is, I want to say it's filed by her team, that whoever wrote that, maybe they just haven't had any time other than being on the legal team to be able to truly fulfill their passions. But damn, I was like, I don't know if this is necessarily helping that it's written like this, because it's like it's being written for freaking James Patterson or something. Like, what is happening? But neither here nor there. So Angelina accepted that she was not going to be included in the business in any meaningful way, and she decided to sell her shares to Brad. However, at the 11th hour, Brad attached a gag order for the sale, preventing Angelina from talking about the assault. Angelina refused and sold to Jolie, a liquor giant. She was like, nah, you're not shutting me up. You've already shut me up enough, asshole. Boosh. Brad then decides to sue Angelina for selling to someone else. And because of this, Angelina is forced to recount her reason to the court. And this results in the whole plane incident becoming news again. With the news of Brad Pitt's abusive behavior becoming news again, some people have noticed his PR working overtime. His recent outing to the Golden Globes saw stories of celebrities fawning over him during the show. In typical misogynistic fashion, stories started to emerge blaming Angelina for being vindictive towards Brad Pitt during their divorce. They're just saying his name way too many times, though, and it's just Angelina. It's just Angelina, thank you. The scorned woman trope was being trotted out again. And a report surfaced that Angelina had requested FBI reports about the incident on the plane. One article in the Daily Mail wrote, quote, Jolie, 47, appears to be continuing to pursue Pitt, 58, via an anonymous court action between Jane Doe and the FBI, which investigated an alleged altercation between the pair on a private jet in 2016. What the article did not mention is that Angelina was being sued by Brad. She needed the full FBI report to support her defense. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, fam. What do you think? It adds some balance to the force, doesn't it? Just to remind ourselves, okay, I'm not going crazy with this, right? No, you're not going crazy with this. Some shit went down, and this motherfucker's gone off with his life, and I don't care what Angelina thinks. Okay, asshole, the fuck does that have to do with anything? Are you able to keep a neutral tone or zone, or, you know, that gray middle area? Are you just camping out there and just like, some shit went down, everybody's moving on, I just want some justice? I mean, apparently not if we're depending on the fucking FBI. I think it's good that he seems to have recognized certain things about himself. I think that all of us should be continuing to grow and evolve as human beings, right? Whatever your situation may be. But not everyone is an Amber. Okay? So, don't forget to like and subscribe, by the way, if you've made it this far. Love you. Until next time, and beyond, please take care.